Well, we're back, and this week the goal is to try to get this wonderful Henry J up and running. This is what you all voted for, this is what you wanted to see, so let's get on it. What we have here is a 53 Henry J. This is the worst car that I own. You can see it is so rusty. That rim actually rusted off of it and was laying next to the car when I found it. I'll give you a look inside here. Yeah, it is bad. There are no floors. Clutch does work, I think. I did go and push on it the other day and made sure it still moved freely. But yeah, this is just really bad. Door gap's a little bit off, and it kind of just always stays in this halfway open position. Somebody tried really hard to get in there at one point eventually, judging by that. Coming around the back here. Something I really like about these Henry J's, I really like these little fins they've got here. They almost look like they're kind of mocking the Caddies of the same era with these fins, just a little bit, and I really like the look of those fins. But anyway, 53, I believe this is the only year that the Henry J actually had a trunk lid. This one obviously is not a great example, but I think this was the only year they did that. As you can see, the back windshield is currently in pieces in the trunk. Spare tire carrier is gone. This is all rotted out here. You can see inside though. I can actually see all the way through the car. Hitch. Somebody was brave enough to tow something with this back in the day. I actually, when we were loading the car, we picked it up. We picked up the whole ass end of the car with that and moved it around. Pretty sturdy actually. I'll come around here to the passenger side. Now this is, believe it or not, this is the bad side of the car. Like this door and quarter panel fender are just trashed. I mean, I guess someone could save this if they wanted to, but like, why? This door is gone. Still opens, but yeah. You can see absolutely no rocker, really no structure. The seat's pretty much just sitting on the frame now. I'll get a look inside here for you. No radio, of course. I do kind of like that though. That's pretty neat on the glove box there. The Henry J script. But this is probably the absolute worst Henry J that is on YouTube right now. And we're going to try to get it running. Well, we need to get the hood up. That's fairly easy on this car. Wow, what is that? That does not appear to be a Kaiser flathead 4-cylinder, does it? That would be a later Willys F134 Jeep motor, I guess. I've never had a Jeep. I like them. Never had one. Don't know much about them. But somebody that was really ambitious, and I guess evidently really loved this car, decided to do a motor swap on it at one point. Looking at this, it does not look like it was that easy. I was talking to some people about it that actually watched the original video on this car, and they said it should have pretty much bolted right in. Well, it did not just bolt right in. We've got custom made motor mounts. We've got, I don't even know, that throttle linkage is questionable at best and will probably never free up again, but that's fine. And I'm not sure, it might have, I think it did bolt to the bell housing. I don't see anything weird back there, and we are still running the stock 3 on the tree transmission. But yeah, see, we've got some custom stuff there. But pulled the plugs. Actually, when I drug this car home, I think I put a short video up on it. Pulled the plugs, put some stuff in the cylinders. So it's been sitting for about a month with cylinders full of stuff. And then I went back this last week and sprayed everything down with Freol. There's actually a video on that, if you remember. I started kind of getting into that, making little member videos. I guess people like me enough that they want to pay, so that's not expected, but it is very much appreciated. If you do decide you want to be a member, you'll get things like, you know, exclusive member only updates on cars and kind of what I'm doing and whatever. But anyway, I'm not here to just promote that. I'm just grateful for those of you that are actually watching. But first thing, I'm going to pull that valve cover off. We need to get a look at what's actually going on. I don't know how bad this is. I have no idea. I do know it's been sitting forever with the carb uncovered and the oil filler uncovered, so you can imagine it's probably pretty bad. Well, let's get started pulling this off. You know, looking down in there, it actually doesn't look too bad, but don't want to speak too soon. I already see I didn't bring enough tools out here. That's how it goes. Looks like those are 1/2 inch. Don't think we should be able to get past the carburetor. Let me go grab some more tools. There, more tools. You would think that I would like have a toolbox or something just with, you know, basic stuff ready to go that I could just grab and like carry out here when I'm messing with cars, but that would just make too much sense. Instead, I make about 18 different trips back and forth to the shop between camera scenes. Next is going to be this here. Let's take that right off the carb. Choke linkage, there's no way that will ever work again. There. And the throttle linkage. That's this sketchy, weird thing. I'll have to give you guys a closer look at this, the way they did this. Come out of there. Oh, fine. Just stay over there. Okay. Pull the valve cover now. Well, come on. Yeah, that lovely throttle linkage makes it easy. Oh wow, that is incredible. There's no way. How? It looks fine. It looks like it was just shut off. Well, that makes me feel better. I wonder... There's no way. I wonder if somebody was to just try putting a breaker bar on that crank bolt, if this thing would just bust loose. I would be very surprised. Check this thing for stuck valves real quick. That one's good. Oh, there we go. Got one stuck one. Oh, it just popped back. That one's free. Well, can't really get in there. That one's free. That one's free. What? Not even any stuck valves? Okay. Well, I don't think I've got a wrench big enough to fit the crank bolt. Okay. We're gonna have to break out the metric set, which is right here. Just see if we can get anything out of it. Oh. Yeah, no. Oh. Try the other way. No. Well, fellas, it's stuck. Who would have ever guessed? So now, where do we go from here? I guess, realistically, probably gonna just have to pull the head and beat the shit out of it. Seems like a solid plan. Let's go that route. Started on pulling the head here. Just got the thermostat housing pulled off. And that is a good sign. Full of stuff. Actually, oh, that's cool. That's one of those neat old bellows style thermostats. It probably doesn't work. Gee. But that's neat. You don't see those very often. It's like something might have been living in there at some point, but actually it doesn't look as bad in there as I would have thought. Oh, and look at that. We don't have, I don't know why. Somebody just ripped 2 fan blades of it off, but water pump's good. You can tell that because they wrapped a piece of rubber around the weep hole to keep it from leaking at some point. Well, starting to pull the head bolts out. Now, I realize I was prematurely doing that because obviously there's 3 underneath the rocker assembly. So let me pull the rocker assembly off, and I also found out too, not all the head bolts are 3/4. Some of them are 3/4 and some of them aren't, and I found it out when I rounded that one off. So that's cool. And I also dropped about half of them now, but the ones I didn't drop are in there. So we'll keep going. Got the rocker assembly pulled off. It's in a safe spot up there where it wouldn't possibly fall off or get lost or come apart or anything like that. Got all the head bolts out, and I even got the oil filter housing out of the way. The oil filler's loose and out of the way. I even got the oil pressure line out without even just twisting the fitting and the end off the line. That took some skill there, fellas. But we're gonna pull the, get the rock. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. We might have some major engine failure here. We might find out why she was parked. Oh, probably not really get that push rod out. Get this one. Come on. This one looks alright. Yeah, it looks fine. That one's okay. And that one's okay. So, we've got a bent push rod. If I can get this out of here. Well, this throttle linkage just needs to get out of the way a little bit here. Well, it's out. As you can see, not probably not working too well. What could have happened? Let's pull the head. carefully see if we can't pop this loose. Notice I'm being very careful here. Gotta love studs. Everything fall on the ground. Well, it might have moved a little bit. Well, I need a good pry bar or something here. This was such a good idea, whoever came up with head studs. I know they're supposed to be stronger than regular bolts or something. That's the logic, I think. But this is a 134 cubic inch 4-cylinder. I don't think it's gonna just have the compression or the RPMs to just blow the head right off the thing. So I don't think head studs were necessary, Willies. I'm back. Finally got that head popped loose. That got really, really intense. So probably a good thing I was not filming that. I do not like head studs. But I think we're loose enough now that it'll pop off of here. Or not. Come on. Just carefully lift up, kind of on the corner. Well, you just moved. Come on. Oh, there we go. Don't do it. I don't want to put my fingers under there. That wouldn't be good. There we go. Come on. You get it just almost off, and then oh, okay, fine. Make me look like an idiot. Well, it's about as expected. Not great. Oh, there's part of my knot chisel. Definitely wouldn't have used that to pop this head loose. So, actually, I mean that cylinder, oh, there's some of the spray I put in there. I mean, actually the cylinders don't look, well, okay, number four is screwed. But we might just give her the heat treatment and try beating on it. We'll either break something or it'll move, or I'll get mad and quit. Had to go get my special tool here. Does it fit? It does. So, not only is this for breaking loose flatheads, it also fits Willys 134 engines. I'm gonna have to get this thing patented before long. Notice I got the cylinders full of a mysterious liquid that I'm not going to name. And we are going to give this the treatment that we did the Dodge and see if it will also work on this. Let's get this thing going here. Well, that wasn't very exciting. Spread to the next cylinder, maybe. Too bad there's not enough of this car to even burn. Right on the dry grass. Well, we're lit now. Gonna let this thing cook for a while. It's gonna need to get really, really good and hot, so it's gonna be a minute. But in the meantime, enjoy a nice refreshment, and this is an excellent time to question your life choices. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Not really, but to you guys, I'll be right back. So satisfying, isn't it? Kind of like being gathered around a nice bonfire, except it's not nice and it's not a bonfire. We're cooking though. She's getting hotter. Hopefully we'll get her hot enough I can knock her loose. Well guys, it's the next day. I'm back. Started cleaning up this thing a little bit. I actually started beating on the cylinders too, and it seemed like they started moving, but I found something that's pretty much gonna kill this. So I started beating on the cylinders, whatever, wiped them out some, and I could have swore that it moved a little bit, but I couldn't see this before. I don't know if you guys will even really be able to see it. There it is. So cylinder number 4 is completely split from at least top to bottom, it looks like. So unfortunately with this kind of thing, you just win some and you lose some. And after seeing this car, I didn't really have high expectations. I imagine you all probably didn't either. But considering the ones that I have gotten running versus this one now that, you know, is not going to ever run again with this engine, of course, we've had pretty good odds so far. But that opens up the doorway for what do we do with this thing? Could put a different engine in it. I mean, people turned these into gassers back in the day. Straight axle, solid front end, you know. I don't know. I mean, is it even worth it? What would you guys do if you had this car? Would you hot rod it? Would you scrap it? Would you try to find another one of these and stick in it and just get it running and just have it as a toy, mess around with? It's kind of funny, and the reason I kind of like this car is because it's just so bad. Like, there is not a single bit of good about this car. It is by far the worst thing I've ever owned. So it would kind of be funny just because of that to actually make it run and drive. I mean, imagine seeing someone pull up to this thing in a car at a car show. Like, I would have to go look at it. I would be intrigued, but that's just me. What would you all do with it? Thank you for watching, and sorry there wasn't a whole lot to this video. I know it's gonna be a shorter one, but got other stuff in the works. I've still got a few cars I have to go get, and I'm always trying to find deals and buy more and get them running, and so there'll be plenty more out there, but unfortunately this one's just not gonna run. Thanks for watching.